Hi everyone, this is Andrea Dombecki, and this is Angel Life Makeover. You could reach me at angelfairyhealing.com. I'm excited to be here with all of you and to talk about Dragon Earth Healing today. The dragons have been coming through really powerfully, and I'm excited to start my Dragon Healer course, which has been years in the making. I've been trying to do this class for a long time, and it's finally coming through this year, so it's lots of great preparation and lots of great timing for ascension, earth healing, activation of soul power, and much more. I am personally super excited to dive deeper with my dragons, to uncover my dragon gifts, to journey with the dragons, and really see what the dragons are connected to. They are powerful elder earth keepers, and I am excited to work with their energy healing and their frequencies of wisdom for earth knowledge, such as crystal wisdom, inner earth wisdom, manifesting, confidence, herbalism, and much more. Dragons are connected throughout history to magical places such as Avalon and Merlin and King Arthur, and we also see the dragons of Asia connected to Kuan Yin, and I've always felt so connected to that stuff, and it's actually increased throughout the years. I wasn't always a dragon person, but at some point the dragons started visiting me, especially as I've moved to the Pacific, from the Pacific Northwest to the Midwest. I feel lots of dragon energy and inner earth, and more when I see cracks in the earth and like waterways and things, I see gateways to dragon dens. And it's exciting for me to recognize the dragons everywhere. But before I get started on today's topic, I just want to send some earth healing prayers with everybody to the Middle East, sending lots of prayers for peace on earth, the protection of all people, sending big angels, sending lots of support. Let's take a moment together to share that prayer for earth healing, for peace on earth, and just holding space for the highest and best protection and peace of all people and the highest timeline for Earth. So sending millions of angels together, doing that, taking those deep breaths, connecting with God and the angels, and sending big prayers to the planet. Okay, so I know lots of people are feeling fear about current events, so we want to take some time to bring some healing to that, and also it's probably integrated in today's topic, which is Dragon Earth Healing, and how the dragons are holding space as powerful guardians of the earth, of humanity, and how they are assisting light workers right now. They're coming through with soul empowerment activations. They also bring the characteristics of the dragon. They bring leadership. They bring a tough skin. They also bring knowledge of the elements and earth exploration, also working with the magical elements, the crystals, the herbs, speaking to the trees, activating our sacred connection with Gaia. So let's take a moment together to connect with our dragons and bring in earth healing. I definitely feel they're part of the council when we call in the archangels, the unicorns, the fairies. The dragons definitely want to be there assisting. They are powerful healers and ascension guides right now. So they would like you to really connect with them and ask like how they would like to work with you, how they are destined to work with you, because it might be in different ways. For me, I felt the Celtic energy awakening of the dragon rider, and it's a type of kind of astral traveler where I can ride the dragon and go into the depths of inner earth or outer space and different places of healing. Now, as a seasoned astral traveler, shamanic traveler, I've worked a lot with Pegasus. I travel with my Pegasus, and lately I've been traveling with the dragon. Now, I, as a child, would naturally astral travel, so as an adult, I just started to kind of master my skills more, so I'm not afraid of the astral realms because I'm traveling there anyway. I might as well understand how to navigate them consciously. We travel the astral realms for healing, for knowledge. Many of us are, very spiritual, so a lot of our consciousness is on those astral realms. That I'm like that. So the dragons really help us to understand our multidimensional purpose, our purpose as wise ones, as channelers, as earth keepers. And so as we connect with the dragons today and do these powerful earth prayers, I want to just bring that magical energy to you, to your hand chakras, attuning you to the dragons, and just talking about the importance of working with the dragons and the gifts that they have to share. Now, I remind everybody, just like the angel realm, the fairy realm, all of the realms, we have discretion, we have protection, and of course, people could say there's dark dragons or dragons are dangerous. They say the same thing about fairies, but as someone who is a channeler and who works with many magical friends on the ethers, I always have discernment and call in protection. And if I feel a funky vibe, something feels unsafe, I call in my trusted guides like Archangel Michael, and I set a boundary that I only want to connect with light beings. With that said, my dragonkin, I do feel our soul family, they came reaching out to me and they felt very safe and happy. And I actually had difficulty starting to bring my dragon work forth the past few years because of the energy of it being forbidden. I do feel like many of us, I've had past lives where I was forbidden to work with the magical realms. Maybe it was deemed dangerous. Maybe like a father or an authority figure told me not to do it. Yet my soul felt so at home with the dragon realm. So I'm definitely having a healing in my heart, bringing back my dragon soul family, my dragonkin, and I feel they are powerful allies right now for me as a light worker to bring in the fullness of my soul power and to just be a nice ally and spirit guide for me. So bringing in the magical gifts of earth healing and spiritual evolution that the dragons are sharing with us, and bringing in those codes of earth healing. I do feel dragons also have very high dimensional healing frequencies that they're sharing with us and sharing with the earth. And they really bring in the codes of sovereignty, of wholeness, of 5D consciousness, a place beyond fear, moving into that heavenly bliss. So let's see what other dragon messages are coming through. They're definitely sharing their powerful light frequencies and healing fires with the earth. They say that the veil is lifting and we can access them more and we can co-create with them to manifest, heal, and hold a higher consciousness in the grid of the earth. We can shift the matrix of the thought consciousness of the earth. So I'd like you to, if you're guided, connect with your dragon guide on a deeper level. You could practice meditating with them, journaling with them, and just starting to listen to them, because we aren't listening to them on a conscious level the way that we are listening to our fairies or angels. So I really inspire you to kind of do that. I know I'm going to practice doing that. What do my dragons want me to know right now? How are they working with me? Who are they? What are their names? And do they have any tasks for me? Now, dragons are deeply connected to the earth. When I first started seeing dragons, I would see them in tree trunks, in mountains, in rocks. And I started to notice that they were hidden throughout nature on different dimensions. And once you're attuned, you will start to sense them also. I did see and feel the dragons in my mind when I went to specific places recently, like last year when I flew into Chicago and I was I really felt the dragons by the Great Lakes when I flew into Chicago. And I felt that was a gateway to inner earth. So once you're attuned, you'll start to sense things and just kind of paying attention to those subtle communications or where they're hiding or sleeping and what their job is. Sometimes they're guardians of certain places of the earth, certain ley lines, certain places where the mantle of the earth is shifting and connecting. They're connected to all of those things. And I really recommend that you guys explore learning what the dragons are up to right now. So I do invite everybody to my class, the Dragon Healer course. I have a few spots open for the first tier, which includes 3 personalized dragon readings. And that class is starting October 15th. It's going to be about 4 hours more of live recorded class time that will be time released, and then everybody will receive a reading, a personalized channeling from the dragons when they register, and then they will receive 2 more readings, one on November 1st and one on December 1st. When I do these readings, I really channel the dragons personally for you, bring in energies, bring in information about your life purpose, and just kind of hold that space for you. So I'm super excited to connect with the dragons for these next 6 weeks, and I invite you to explore the Dragon Healer course. I'm also offering the Expo special mini readings on my website in a limited quantity because it's Expo season. I just did 3 local expos. It was lots of excitement, met lots of new friends, but super exhausting. I haven't done in-person events in a few years because, there was lockdown with COVID, then I moved, and now I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do in the new area that I'm living in, South Dakota. I'm also open for mentoring students. I'm offering angel soul therapy mentoring in different increments. I recommend that for someone who'd like to dive deep into their spiritual gifts, or they want to dive deep into personal healing. I offer that also, and you can find out more about that on my website, angelfairyhealing.com. I also have a free Facebook group, Angel Fairy Healing with Andrea Dombecki. I am excited to connect with you. Please subscribe and share this podcast, and remember to connect with your dragons.